something totally asinine, and it's probably a waste of time. But I got it in an email this morning, and I was like, what? Get a pencil. It has to be a pencil. Um, it could be mechanical, but just get a pencil and a piece of paper and write this. And you might have to get close to the page to hear it. Make sure there's like no ambient noise or whatever. Anyways, write that down and see if it reminds you of Mary Poppins. Specifically, this scene. Okay, supposedly it sounds like chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. I didn't think so. The syncopation maybe, but I didn't hear the actual vowels. I didn't hear any vowels in that, so yeah, I just thought I would waste your time. If it works for you, try it and comment below and tell me what you think. I was just like, what? So, yeah. That took some finesse. Trying to turn it on and then walk on camera on an iPhone. Yeah, okay. I'm such a nerd. Y'all may or may not know that I am fairly new to wigs. I've only been wearing them for a couple of months, probably mid-December. And here it is, last week of February. Oh, actually like the day before. What is today anyways? Oh, it's only the 26th. It should be like the 28th. I don't know. Time is escaping me lately. Anyways, I've been trying, trial and error, trying to find, for one, a favorite wig, something that works really well for me. This is my favorite wig. Y'all know this wig. Y'all seen this wig. This is Ari by Zuri Sis. I did mention something about her being yucky. And this is so weird to me. It took me like 2 days to notice this, but watch. I'll turn on this light. Can you see those little zigzags? Like y'all don't usually see this. People don't usually see this, but for some reason under this light, you can see the yucky. So, I mean, I would almost call this one half yucky, if that's a word. Here I go again with my air quotes. When I say that, I mean, it feels like hair. It feels like regular silky hair. There's my edges. I haven't curled them. They need to be kind of curled a little bit. Anyways, I have all the hair pulled in front because I'm going somewhere this evening, and I know this evening it'll be cool, but for some reason today it got really hot in my house. It's almost 2 o'clock and it's hot in my house right now for some reason. I mean, I got cold for a little minute and I had to turn my heat up, and then I got hot. I'm just like, pardon me. I'm always on some level of dehydration. That's really bad. I used to drink like a gallon of water a day, and not lately. I'm horrible at getting off track and chasing bunny trails. I used to kind of rebel against the plucking of the part because I just thought for some reason that looked really fake to me. But I noticed that it had, on some ladies that would do this, I was like, that seems to really help your wig lay better. So not only that, but I want it to rock a deep side part. Like this wig, if the ear tabs were in the place where they're supposed to be, the part is only about here. But I like to just, I don't know, there's something about see if I can get it over even further. Just a little bit. That just gives it that swoop, and I just think that looks so sexy. Wow, I am rocking the dewy look today. I don't need no help with dewiness. These highlighters that make you look glowy and dewy. Hair quotes, stop it. I don't need no help in that area because I'm a big girl and I got that down. I'm a big girl in the South, so yeah. Where was I going with this? I went ahead and I plucked the part today because I just want to see. There was like, you could see where I had plucked it to like here, but I was kind of like, I want to go further with it and see if I can make it look more natural and just more clean. And I don't know if that looks fake or wiggy or what, I don't know, but I just did this a few minutes ago. So I'm just kind of like, okay, it looks all right. But what I like is this. This looks pretty darn natural, except right through here. Now I have my edges pulled out. Here's a tip from me. If you're going to rock a wig, get something that's close to your natural color. Now I do have a redhead wig and I have a blonde wig. However, my natural color is this. I'm about a 4. A little bit lighter than a 4, but you get the idea. And this wig is a 30-33, I believe. And it has a black, almost black root. which I love rooted wigs. I love them. It just makes them look more natural for some reason, to have a little bit of growth on them. You know, it looks like root growth, and I just love that. So that's automatically a big selling point for a wig for me. Whenever I see one that has a root, I'm like, yeah. I did my pluck, and I took my tweezers even. These are mine. I really recommend some that have a really fine, tip on them, because you can just be more precise. But I really got in there and took that part, and I just put some powder on the underside of the wig cap. I put some powder, and I also did some on the top just to kind of make it look more natural. But one of my other little tricks I was going to do, you know, I have my roots pulled out, my edges pulled out as always. Most people probably wouldn't notice this, but you can see how there's kind of a line where suddenly, you know, my hair is normal and kind of sparse, and then suddenly it's like, boom, this thick forest. So I kind of plucked a little bit of that. I mean, I plucked a lot. I was like, pluck, 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 and brush, 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 and I swear I pulled out a mass of hair, which this wig is really flippin' hairy anyways. It has so much hair, and it is a shedder. Oh my gosh, it's a shedder. Don't you love how my accent changes throughout the video? I don't know why. I don't know. I am wearing my BHD velour little, I did a review on it. It's a wig gripper. It's kind of stretchy and it's velour and it goes underneath. You just wrap it around. That has been the best method I have found for keeping my wig in place. I did away with my braids because I was only doing like 5 braids or 6 braids or whatever, and they were kind of big, but you could kind of see lumps under my hair. To the untrained eye, it wasn't any big deal, but kind of bugged me a little. So I am super happy that I found that BHD wig gripper for only like 12 bucks. There's no way I was going to pay 25 for it. But again, I digress. I had pointed out this right through here. This is something I got at Sally. It's just an eyebrow kit. I use it like every day on top of my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow pomade. I use that to get my general shape, and then I use the powder on top of it to lock it in, which is why I always have like drag queen eyebrows. But seriously, my regular eyebrows, you'll see them one of these days. They're so sparse and thin, they're horrible, and they don't frame my face like at all. So anyways, I like to take probably, now this top color right here, this is the darkest color in this palette. Right there. As far as the waterproof, I mean, I just have a little brush, but as far as the waterproofness of this, I don't know how waterproof it really is. Probably not very, but I'm just gonna go along this edge right here, and this is just gonna help to blend this in and make it a little less obvious. Now, when it's really warm here in South Carolina and humid and muggy, until I can get myself a decent product, I may have this running down the side of my face. So, the best thing that I saw on another video, the woman, she goes by Blondie Locks, and she has some really good tips. Some of her tips I like, some of them but I got a lot of good advice from her, and you can follow her if you want to. She's really good. I like her. But she uses one it's called Joan Rivers Good Hair Day, I think, and it's just a little powder like this, and she uses it on her eyebrows too, but it's like waterproof. I mean, she has come back just dripping with sweat from a jog or something, and she's like, my hairline is in place and my eyebrows are in place and nothing has moved. Whenever I sweat, like even a little bit, like I'm sweating right now, so I'm really trying not to touch my face. This eyebrow right here, I have like no hair here from going pluck crazy when I was like 15, and so I have to draw that in, but I'll constantly be like, I'll itch it at some point and not realize it, and I won't have, like, a third of my eyebrow will be gone, and I'll just look in the mirror for a minute, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how long has that been that way? Thanks for telling me, guys. Of course, that would be kind of awkward. Do you know that part of your eyebrows missing? I don't guess there's really a tactful way to go about pointing that out to someone. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of that one of these days. It's kind of pricey. It runs about $30. I've seen it somewhere. I want to say I saw it at Ulta. Pardon me, I need to hydrate again. It is not at Sephora. I went to Sephora looking for it, thinking that I had seen it there, and I was mistaken because they looked at me like, I think I know what you're talking about, but yeah, we don't have that. But you can see, just putting a little powder in there, it doesn't take long. I don't do it on the other side because the other side is pretty well covered, you know, by the swoosh. This is the direction I've always worn. But look how cool that purple looks. I love my purple hair. I just can't wait for it to be longer. I'm not going to change this purple, but I do need to touch up my brown because I'm getting a lot more grays in there. And not like the cool way either, where you get like a streak of gray. No, I'm getting like 5 gray hairs here, 8 gray hairs here. It doesn't look good. I like silver hair. I love it when mature women have long hair. It's like silver or even white. I think that looks so beautiful. But I think a lot of people like that, or else there wouldn't be so many silver wigs and chicks bleaching their hair out and going to that silver gray. They'll call it lavender or blue or pink because it might have that tone to it, but it's gray. It's pretty, but it's gray. Anyways, this is how I slay my wig. You can see that part right up here. It looks really natural. I know this lighting isn't the best, but it looks super natural. And this, I just did this today. And even before I did this, I had a girl, one of my Facebook friends, she's a new friend I just met recently. She shared a picture of some funky hair colors and she was like, I would so love to do this. That's why I'm so jealous of your hair, Erica. And I was like, you can get it for $36. I hope you liked this. I hope I gave you some, you know, help or some tips or whatever. If you have any questions, let me know. I may have left something out. I probably did. And I probably added a lot more asinine, unnecessary information, so, but that's what I do. You're welcome. Anyways, y'all have a blessed day, and thanks for tuning in, and keep watching, because you know me, I'm going to share lots more randomosity. Oh, I want to give a quick shout out. I found somebody who I've been binge watching on YouTube, because that's also something I'm good at. Her name is Lucy L. It's like Lucy with a C on the front of it. I'll put her name up here, but she is funny as all get out. I mean, I've been watching her a lot for her VSG gastric sleeve videos because she went through it and she's kept the weight off this will be her 4th year, come July. But she has a lot of helpful tips on that. But not only that, but some of her blogs are just random and I'm like, why did you share that? Okay, but I do the same thing. But I aspire to be her, like, YouTube-wise. Her editing is on point, and she is funny. I think I already said that. She's funny. She's cool. She lives in Tennessee, and so she lives in the South. I see some of the food you have, and I hear you talk about some of the stores you go to, and I'm in the South too, and we have that. Yay. And, you know, I seriously digress. I need to work on that. Probably not gonna happen. Okay, so, bye.